after reading a book very quickly, may I add. Now that the thing is, I read it so quickly because you have a beautiful. Sometimes you read a book and it's quite hard to read. Yours is very easy to read, and I was wondering whether that had something to do with your dyslexia and whether you know how to make it so it's easy to read.
Interesting. It's good that you asked that question because, I'm severely dyslexic, but I narrated the whole book out to my writer Nathan, and we did it before Strictly, and then Strictly came up and it was like fantastic. Don't think I'm going to be able to write a book during Strictly because I'm just so knackered, but every Sunday on our days off, he would come and see me up in Wembley where I was staying at the time, and he'd put the dictaphone on and goes, "How's your day?" Goes, "My knees are knackered but I can do this." But then we would sit and talk, and this is basically how I wrote the book.
It's so conversational.
That's what I wanted it to be.
So easy to read.
Thank you.
And in that respect, it feels like I'm in the room with you. And even though I was on a tube with probably 100 other people, I was so drawn in. And I said this, and I mean this entirely, people. I started crying just in the introduction because I was like so moved by the fact that you wanted and you knew what, and it was the stuff that your mum used to sit outside of the bird place when you'd go there, and then when you were old enough she'd leave you there on your own with the people to look after you because you were so, and I went, that's the kind of thing that I want, because I'm a new parent, fairly new, and I want to be there for my kids in that way, and in a way, you're there for my kids already because they love watching you on TV. It's
amazing you saying that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I think parents are such an important part when it comes to the kids, and especially if they want to get into the natural world. It's so easy to just give them an iPad and let them watch what you want. But if they're on telly, you can choose the channels. And my parents chose the natural history channels for me because I enjoyed those. And
but as soon as there's a passion, you need to you need to waft the flames.
Yes.
And this is what this book is all about. It's about wafting the flames of passion, and what you do is unbelievable.
I appreciate it.
I just wrote down this before you came on. We're so caught up with what defines happiness, we forget to embrace what makes us happy. And it's the same thing about what you write in the entire book. We believe things are making us happy
100%.
Because they're supposed to. And then you go, but actually, sleeping in my car for 9 months because I'm following my dream, that you were purely happy then.
I was over the moon. And if you asked me to do it again, I would say yes. The freezing nights, the 2 hoodies, the duvets that I just piled onto me. I look like the Michelin Man, but I would do it all over again to get to where I am now, because I feel that journey made me the person who I am today, and I would recommend it to any young and up-and-coming natural history person. So it made me at one with nature, as corny as that sounds.